Hi, English 103 students. I wanted to go over generalizations in our writing after reviewing the essay number 2 submissions. Those are graded, so please go in and look at your comments. But several of you made generalizations, which is defined as a broad statement or an idea that is applied to a group of people or things. And often generalizations are not entirely true, because there are some examples of individuals or situations wherein the generalization does not apply. So either you asserted something that was generalized, or you looked at the evidence and what the sources were saying and you generalized too far out, or you didn't give enough support for these statements. And as critical thinkers, we are striving towards accuracy, clarity, and precision. So these are a few of the universal intellectual standards by Linda Elder and Richard Paul. So let me give you a few examples. Someone said something along the lines of, YouTube has revolutionized everyone's life. Well, as soon as we make it that broad, it's very easy to shoot that argument down because I just have to show one example where it hasn't changed their life. But if we make it very specific that YouTube has revolutionized the do-it-yourself experience at home, that I can support with good examples. People always give constructive comments on YouTube. Well, I can see several times people don't. So you can make it more definitive. Most subscribing members on YouTube give constructive comments in an effort to improve their subscribers. Influencers prompt social change. That's good, great concept, but too broad. Social change in what context? And optimism. Well, that's a perception and an interpretation, so you can make that assertion, but just know it's easy to refute. So you would have to have a concession there. So you could revise it saying influencers have prompted social change during and have a very specific instance or a movement, and several comments on, and you could put in your platform, illustrate the optimism their post generated. And that's another thing, to have very concrete, specific examples. Another one was Twitter serves as a safe space for communication. Yes, you can give evidence, but in your argument, you would have to concede to the fact that there are often times bullying or rude comments are also made on Twitter. And then you could also refute that and explain that Twitter does try and take those down very quickly. So it's not that you can't make these statements, it's just that as good critical thinkers, you need to have a sound argument. So this is a good minor assertion that can be supported. Instagram allows businesses to market more efficiently and allows some companies to expand on a global scale. Yes, Instagram is commonly used for business marketing, but it's not necessarily the only platform used. So it might be hard to say that it's the best unless you have a lot of numbers. And the other thing is Instagram isn't used widely in terms of the age range of users. So it's marketing to a very specific age group. But you could say it's more efficient. And I wouldn't say all companies expanded globally, because companies like Coca-Cola and other companies have been around for decades and have been on a global level for years. So as you are working on your essay writing, please keep in mind that you want to have good assertions in your arguments that you can clearly support with examples and evidence. And when you make these conclusions, that you don't generalize too far out beyond what our evidence can support.